Hello everyone, this is Brian with Zimco Survival and I'm doing a review for you guys today. This one is on something a little bit different. This is on the Rite in the Rain notebook. Now, I've used Rite in the Rain for a little while. They are kind of my preferred notebook, and what I do is I'll bring a notebook like this with me when I'm hiking, and I'll also bring a waterproof pen to take notes of things that I might see, areas that I might want to come back to, just general things like that. And if you're building a survival kit and you're building a navigations kit to go with it, compass, map, things like that, you're going to want a good notebook so that you can write down your coordinates, your azimuths, your things of that nature. So I think a good small little notebook like this is definitely a valuable item to bring. And Rite in the Rain has always been my go-to notebook for that. They've always been a really high quality manufacturer. Now, I'm doing this review because I found something a little bit interesting with this new one that I bought. This is a brand new Rite in the Rain notebook. Brand new. Haven't really, there's right here's first page. And I had it outside, I was talking, and basically ended up getting wet from the water hose. And I noticed something odd, which is right down here at the bottom. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Do you see all this down in here? Where the water seems to have actually penetrated the paper. Now that's unusual for me, because normally Rite in the Rain, water just beads right off of it. And it beat it off in this case too, but it seemed to have actually absorbed into the paper a little bit. Now it does dry out, the paper does dry out fairly quickly, and the wet marks go away for the most part. But I just found that interesting. That was a little bit odd. I'd never had that happen before with any Rite in the Rain stuff I've ever purchased. So I decided to do a review for you guys and let you know what at least the most recent batch of Rite in the Rain notebooks has done. So there's the notebook itself. This is just their small version. I didn't buy anything big or over the top. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to test this out on camera and see what happens. So I have the Rite in the Rain notebook. I have a squirt bottle to represent rain. And what we're going to do is we're going to spray it onto the notebook. There we go. Don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see it. But there you are. Now, like I said, normally it just beats right off. But you notice how in this case it's not really beating? It's kind of beating, but not really. The paper is definitely getting wet. And there you go. And see how it's doing that wet paper thing? Now, it's not falling apart, but let me go ahead and write on it. Now, this is my space pen that I bring with me, so let's just write something on it here. Let's do a test. So it does still let you write on it. It's not hindering its ability to be, to write on it. Let's see if it tears easily here. No, so it doesn't have that wet paper tear either. So I wonder if Rite in the Rain changed their waterproofing formula. Maybe they're trying to save money on it or something, I don't know, but the paper is definitely not acting the way it used to. So there's that. Now let me see how it performs if I actually wet it and then try to write on it while it's still wet. So we're just going to simulate some rain. Okay, so we simulated some rain, and as you can see, once again, it's not forming those nice little beads. We have my pen, we have the wet notebook. Alright, look at that. It is bleeding really badly. This is interesting because this is a space pen. This pen can write underwater, and I've never had it bleed on wet paper. Interesting. Very interesting. Now after it's dry, after you wipe it dry, it writes just fine, but it definitely has a problem with being wet. Which Rite in the Rain has never had a problem with before. I wonder if they changed something in their formula. So yeah, I did this review to kind of point something out to you guys. I love Rite in the Rain. It's still a good notebook. I'm still not going to throw it away because it can still get soaking wet and come right back from it. But it's not the same way it used to be. Those of you who have used Rite in the Rain before know that this thing could have been wet and you could have, you know, wrote on it no problem whatsoever, even while it was wet. And this right here, this is my space pen, and this thing is awesome. I never have any issues with it when I'm writing, even on really wet surfaces. But look at how bad that bled. That means the paper didn't absorb the ink quickly enough because of the water. But at least when it dries out, the paper still maintains its integrity, so it doesn't fall apart. I'm wondering if they may have reduced the coating, you know, the amount of coating they put on there, so that it would still maintain its integrity, but it didn't have that beating off kind of nature that it used to. I don't know, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. But there you go, there's the review. For those of you guys who do want to purchase one of these, I will have the affiliate link in the description, so go ahead and click down there. I don't know. I still like it, and it is still the best waterproof notebook that I've found. Brand, at least, that I've found. So I know that even though this isn't working quite as well as it used to, and I don't know, I might have gotten a dud. I'll have to go out and buy another one and see how that works. It's very, very possible that I just got a dud. So I'll go out, I'll get myself another one, and if it performs differently than this one does, I'll do an update video and let you guys know how that worked out. But I still like it. It's still a good notebook. I wish it was the same kind of waterproofness that it used to be, but as far as the way it works now, it's still resists being wet. It's as far as damaging the pages goes and bleeding ink goes, as long as you don't physically write on it while it's soaking wet, it's fine. And if it does get wet, you know, unlike regular paper, all you gotta do is take and wipe it off. It'll dry off instantly, and you can just keep writing on it. But there you go. That's the Rite in the Rain notebook. Thank you guys for watching. As always, hit the like button and subscribe. Bye-bye.